Hello everybody and welcome back to another video where I'm going to be ranting like a little bitch instead of talking about things that are actually important in society. Today we are ranting about influencer courses, and you know what I'm talking about. The people who are like, do you want money? Do you want bitches? Well then you should join my course. Oh, and by the way, I have 1-inch penis when I'm hard. So you got these people out there and they're like, you know what? I want to make money, but I'm lazy. So instead of starting a business, maybe making content on the internet, no, they're like, I'm just gonna make a course. I'm gonna take a bunch of information off of Google and I'm just gonna slap them all in there, and people are probably gonna buy it, and if they don't, I'm either going to go onto a podcast, or because I'm not famous nor talented one bit, I'm just going to fake a podcast. I mean, as the old saying goes, fake it till you make it. Now we're going to talk about an example here. Now, I'm sure all of you are tired of hearing his name. Andrew Tate. Now I'm going to say this now before I have some people saying, you're only talking about this man because you hate him. I don't hate Andrew Tate. I don't like him as much as I used to. I'm very in the middle now about him. On one side, I think he does good things to motivate younger people, and on the other side, I think he's a complete fucking retard. But I might make a video on him in the future, I don't really know, to be honest. So when I'm thinking around 2020 to 2023, I'm gonna go with, was when he was probably at his peak in popularity, and he had his thing called Hustlers University that he was selling, of course. This was like things to help you make insane amounts of money. But even then, I don't really know how people decided, yeah, let's just listen to him, but oh well. Because the fact is, I'm pretty sure most of the internet who had learned about him over this had never heard of him a day in their life before he became this famous figure. But he pretty much became famous because he went on loads of podcasts and stuff. Okay, but we're getting off topic now. But he had Hustlers University that obviously, you know, people were paying for, and I guess loads of people out there were like, I can make money doing the same thing, but even lazier. Now, I'm not saying he was the first person to come up with doing these insane things. I'm just saying he was probably the spark of the flame to make all these other wannabes to do the exact same thing that he was doing. Now, when you look at a lot of these people who try to sell their courses, they claim that they are influencers, even though they definitely aren't, and they probably have all their Twitter followers are probably just paid bots, or YouTube subscribers are just paid bots. But yeah, one thing I noticed when it comes to a lot of these videos are they tend to use the exact same music as well. It's like, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but it's like, wow, I don't even know how to do it, to be honest. Also, I feel like I shouldn't have to say, do not buy these courses, but sadly I actually have to. And I think that is quite sad of stuff that I have to do, because I feel like people should be smart enough to realise, this guy that I've never heard of before is selling a course. I'm gonna buy it. But again, a lot of people that tend to be doing these are also just people who, they just want easy and fast money. But I'm pretty sure nowadays a lot of people have smart enough and realised, yeah, I'm not gonna buy this. But one thing I see nowadays is that it seems almost every single person, every single one of these sorts of people have got a course now. And it's like, why? And because you see all these people with courses now, it does make you realise or think, who is actually paying for this? Like, these things that probably have such awful or such subliminal advice that you can probably just look up with a quick Google search, and they're making you pay money for this, when most of the time all their research and all their points are just from Google. All they did was just look up how to get girlfriend, how to get money, how to do basic activities. And again, you do see these sorts of people that are just not famous one bit, so instead of maybe trying to get a bit of fame, instead they just make a fake podcast. They just get a mic, get some of their friends, and just sit there and record like a 1 to 2 minute long clip, then just cut it down to all the interesting bits, and then in the description they just link the goddamn course. I actually remember in one of my videos, I think it was TikTok Cop Love Videos, I think it was called, I looked at a guy and he actually had a course in his description, or it might have even been in the title of the video, but I think it was that video, but I believe he said in the video, by the way, you should join my course. And it does sort of make me wonder, like, how easy is it really to make one of these courses? I mean, it doesn't seem that hard, so maybe all you have to do is write down just a bunch of random bullshit, and then hey, some fucking idiot who is just really down on his luck is gonna definitely pay for it. And yes, sadly, one thing you do have to realize when it comes to a lot of these people with courses is that the people they are trying to sell these to are just a bunch of people who are just really down on their luck, and they're trying to escape maybe this depression they might have because they don't have a lot of money or they're lonely, but they're thinking in their mind, the only way I can do that is maybe paying for this course from this random guru. And it does suck, and it is awful. And I hate when you see people say, when they see stuff like this, oh, you just do not have to pay for it, so why the hell are you talking about it? Because the fact is, these are genuine scummy tactics, and it is so annoying, because all these people, they all have courses, and it's like, you click on a video, oh, maybe it's gonna be some useful information. No, he's just trying to sell you on the damn course. I'm not saying there's no one out there who are genuinely making these courses to help people, but the fact is, you see so many awful people out there who just want to make quick money, make these things, and give courses like these bad names, and sadly, there's no getting around this. As long as there are people out there who are making genuine good courses to help people, there's probably going to be like 50 to 100 to thousands to millions out there making scummy courses as well. One thing as well I should mention about all these courses, that most of them are trying to sell you, obviously, but some of them are trying to sell you on things like, here are some hacks to do YouTube and get more and more views and subscribers. And again, it is just desperation from these people, but sadly, these people are not here to help you out, they are just here to get your money. Another thing that a lot of these people do to try and get your money is they tend to show off a lot of the nice things they have, like money, watches, cars, a big expensive house, and they're all like, with my course, you can get this too. And it is just their desperation to get you to buy these courses. And again, I've probably repeated this same point like multiple times in this video at this point, but the fact is that if when you buy these things, you are not getting anything out of it, they are getting things out of it. Because the fact is that I doubt any of the advice you see in any of these courses are actually genuine, good and helpful advice, compared to how many of them are just, again, Google searches. Most of these courses tend to be trying to sell people on making money, but I literally just looked up how to get rich, and I can tell you right now, I've seen people with courses that say the exact same stuff that I just looked up in 10 seconds. I think I spent typing this whole thing up, and it is just a bit stupid. Again, how people do pay for these things, it's like, they are definitely trying to go for the people who are just really desperate, and they think there's only one way of getting out of this. sort of desperation is to pay for these courses. Now, I don't think there are many people like that anymore, but the fact is, at one point, there was loads and loads and loads of people like that, especially in like 2020 when COVID was around, and depression, I think, was at an all-time high. And you see this sort of stuff, and especially now with things like the horrible economic situation in places like the UK and all these other places, and they're like, damn, I'm gonna go homeless soon if I don't get more money. And it does generally suck that you see scummy behaviour like this, but sadly this is just the way things are now. And what sucks the most, in my opinion, is how this is so accepted, and I don't get why. Why are we accepting these scummy behaviours in the modern day? Now, this was back when the internet was brand new. Okay, I might understand a bit, but the fact is, we are in the year 2024 now, and people out there are still trying to sell you on these awful courses. Honestly, I think you could probably get better information on how to get rich quick from one of those old VHS tape things you could find. I just sounded like such a retard saying VHS tape thing. I think that's gonna do it for this rant. I know this was another short one. At least I think it is. I don't really know, to be honest. I do have a really, really big video in the works, so I'm still going to try and get these smaller one-off videos out here and there. To be honest, I don't exactly know how long this video is going to take to make, or I don't really have an exact date on when it comes out. I don't even think it might come out. It's definitely not going to come out in the next week, that's for sure, if the next month of that. So I'm going to try and get these more smaller videos out here and there. But yeah, thank you for watching me ranting like a little bitch, like that TikToker Leon Dion did, looking at Eminem's new single, Houdini. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, where I make a course about how to be a plumber, even though I'm not one. Someone wrote this song before, and I could tell you where it's from. Before 73625. So put my mind at ease. Please just have a laugh with me, 'cause you know I'm borrowing by now. These sounds have already crowned. Come on, it's a silly dream, dreaming of the imagery unfound. Also, if you actually unironically buy one of these courses, you are clinically brain dead.